Good morning, children. Today's lesson is for ninth class, third unit. The name of the lesson is Swami Expelled from the School. The theme of the lesson is school life. The theme of the lesson is school life. Look at the picture here. Yes, teacher is punishing the student. Might be he didn't complete his homework, might be indisciplined in the class, might be he don't approve the kind of action the teacher said. So it is quite natural in the classes, teachers punishing the students. Do you have any suggestions? Of course, there should be some ground rules. If students violate that ground rules, you can give some light punishments. Maybe this is good, but beating with cane is not good, isn't it? Yes. That this unit has three readings. A reading, Swami is expelled from school. Second one is not just a teacher but a friend, a poem. And third one is homework. Let us move into the lesson. Swami is expelled from school. This lesson is an extract from the novel Swami and His Friends, written by R.K. Narayan. The theme of the novel is Swami is growing up of young man. He is that is Swami is spontaneous, impulsive, mischievous, but very innocent child. He is a student of Albert Mission School established by the British. The present extract describes what happened one day in the class. On that day class, what happened? Let us see. The headmaster entered the class with a slightly flushed face and a hard, ominous look in his eyes. Swaminathan wished that he had been anywhere but there at that moment. The headmaster surveyed the class for a few minutes and asked, "Are you not ashamed of coming and sitting there after what you did yesterday?" Just as a special of honor to them, he read out the names of a dozen students or so that had attended the class. After that, he read out the names of those that had kept away and asked them to stand on their benches. He felt that punishment was not enough and asked them to stand on their desks. Swaminathan was among them and felt humiliated at that eminence. Then they were lectured. When it was over, they were asked to offer explanation one by one. One said that he had an attack of headache and therefore could not come to school. He was asked to bring a medical certificate. Let us repeat the paragraph. The headmaster entered the class with a slightly flushed face and hard, ominous look in his eyes. So the headmaster was very angry and he entered into the class where our hero Swaminathan is studying. What is the meaning of flushed? Flushed means red and hot. Very angry. Ominous means threatening, భయపెడుతున్నట్లు ఉన్నాడనమాట. స్వామినాథన్ విష్డ్ దట్ హీ హ్యాడ్ బీన్ ఎనీవేర్ సమ్ ఎట్ దట్ మూమెంట్. అబ్బా, ఈ టైంలో ఇక్కడ కాకుండా ఇంకెక్కడన్నా ఉంటే ఎంత బాగుంటుందో అనిపించింది స్వామినాథన్కి. బట్ హీ వాజ్ దేర్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్. ద హెడ్ మాస్టర్ సర్వేడ్ ద క్లాస్. సర్వేడ్ ద క్లాస్ మీన్స్ అబ్జర్వ్డ్ keenly for a few minutes. Are you not ashamed of coming and sitting after what you did yesterday? No, you students, you, after doing that nasty things yesterday, how dare you to sit and come and sit in the class? Just as a special honor to them, he read out the names of a dozen students or so that had attended the class. So some 12 students done some mischievous activity yesterday. So he called out all those dozen 12 members. After he read out the names of those that had kept away, and asked them to stand on their benches. And he asked those students to stand on the benches. The headmaster has the opinion that scolding is not enough, there should be higher punishment. So he asked the students to stand on the desks. Swaminathan was among them and felt humiliated at that eminence. So uh, he was embarrassed. Swaminathan was embarrassed. తను కూడా అవమానంగా ఫీల్ అయ్యాడనమాట at this eminence, rise or elevation, that is standing on the desk. When it was over, they were asked to offer explanations. First, he gave some lecture. Lecture here means వ్యంగ్యంగా అంటున్నాడు అనమాట, కాసేపు తిట్టాడు. ఆ తర్వాత ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళని ద హెడ్ మాస్టర్ ఈజ్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్, నేను ఎందుకు రాలా, వై యు ఆర్ అబ్సెంట్ ఎస్టర్డే, వాట్ హ్యాపెన్ టు యూ ఎస్టర్డే, లైక్ దట్ he is asking. The first one said he had an attack of headache. Sir, I'm suffering from headache yesterday. I suffered from headache yesterday, so I didn't attend the school. Then the headmaster said, you bring some medical certificate. So this girl is suffering from, this boy is suffering from headache. The second said that while he had been coming to school on the previous day, someone had told him that there would be no school, and he had gone back home. The headmaster replied that if he was going to listen to every loafer who said there would be no school, he deserved to be flogged. Anyway, why did he not come to school and verify? No answer. The punishment was pronounced: 10 days attendance cancelled, 2 rupees fine, and the whole day to be spent on the desk. The third one said he had an attack of headache. The fourth said he had stomachache. The fifth said his grandmother died. Suddenly, just as he was starting for school, the headmaster asked him if he could bring a letter from his father. No, he had no father. Then, who was his guardian? His grandmother. But the grandmother was died. Was she not? So the headmaster asked the second one, why you are absent yesterday? And he said that, "Oh, sir, I started to school, but someone said there is no school today. Uh, Suddenly, the management announced holiday. The headmaster got very much angry, asked, why don't you come and to school and check is there holiday or not? Okay, let us give me punishment. Punishment is announced. What is that? 10 days attendance cancelled. Even though he attend the school, there will be absent in the register and 2 rupees fine, and the whole day spent on the desk. That is the punishment for the second one. Who is the third one? Yes, the third one said he has an attack of headache. And the fourth one said, I suffered from stomachache. The fifth one said that my grandmother died suddenly. These naughty people will say very different answers, isn't it? మీకులానే బాగా అల్లరి అల్లరి ఆన్సర్స్ చెప్తున్నారు. ఈడేం చెప్పాడు నాలుగో వాడు, ఫిఫ్త్ వన్ సైడ్ హడావుడిగా అర్జెంటుగా మా నాయనమ్మ చచ్చిపోయిందండి అని చెప్పాడు, గ్రాండ్ మదర్ చనిపోయిందండి అన్నాడు. The headmaster asked him if he could bring a letter from his father. అయితే you bring a letter from your father. No, my father already died. Then who is your guardian? My guardian is grandmother, and this grandmother was died now, said the fifth one. What is the meaning of deserved? Deserved means merited. And loafer means idler, బద్దకస్తులు, సోమరిపోతులు అనమాట. Yes, one boy is saying, I suffered from headache, stomach ache. So the fifth one said, my grandmother died. Why don't you bring a letter? No answer. Could he bring a letter from neighbors? No, he could not. He said, oh, we have no neighbors also. None of his neighbors could read or write. Of course, one neighbor is there, but he don't know how to write and read because he lived in a very illiterate part of the Element Street. Element Street means a street in Malgudi days, which is a dream town of R.K. Narayan, Element Street. Then the headmaster offered to send a teacher to his illiterate locality to ascertain from the boy's neighbors if the death of the grandmother was a fact. Then the headmaster assigned a teacher. You go to this student's house and ask the neighbors, are the answers really true? Are the real or true? A pause, some perspiration, and then the answer that the neighbor could not possibly know anything about it. Then the fifth one said after some time, no, 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 my neighbors don't know all these things. They don't know about all these things. Since the grandmother died in the village. Because my grandmother died in the village. The headmaster hit him on the knuckles with his cane, called him street dog. అప్పటికే చాలా విసిగిపోయాడేమో హెడ్ మాస్టర్ ఏం చేశాడు, ఆ చేతిని వెనక్కి తిప్పి ఆ కణతలు ఉంటాయి కదా వీటి మీద చేతిని వెనక్కి తిప్పి ఫింగర్స్ మీద కొట్టాడు, వాటిని నక్కల్స్ అని. బ్లడ్ వచ్చేటట్టు గట్టిగా కొట్టి, యూ స్ట్రీట్ డాగ్, he scolded and pronounced the punishment. He announced the punishment. What is the punishment? 15 days suspension. Now, Swaminathan's turn comes. So, the sixth one is our hero, Swaminathan. He looked around helplessly. Swaminathan looked around helplessly because no one is ready to give any help. Rajan sat on the third bench in front and resolutely looked back. He was gazing at the blackboard intently. His friend Rajam is there. He he is not ready to give any help. So Swami was very much angry with Rajam. What happens now? See. But yet the back of his head and the can see by Swaminathan. It was an intolerable sight. Swaminathan was acute, suspenseless. That head should turn and fix its eyes on his. He felt that he would drop from the dusk to the floor. If that happened, the pink ears, three benches off, made him incapable of speech. If only somebody would put a blackboard between his eyes and those pink ears. He was deaf to the question that the headmaster was putting to him. A rap on his body from the headmaster's cane brought him to himself. So, Swaminathan thoughts around Rajam, who is a friend of Swaminathan. This Rajam is not suspected. So, Swaminathan was యాంగ్రీ. రాజము వీడు కలిసి అల్లరి చేసినా రాజం మీదకి రాలేదు. వీడి మీదకి వచ్చేసరికి కోపం వచ్చి he became angry, indicating that పింక్ ఇయర్స్. ఈ మధ్యలో నుంచి ఎవరైనా ఒక బ్లాక్ బోర్డ్ అడ్డం పెడితే బాగుండు, అసలు ఈ టైంలో నేను ఇక్కడ లేకుండా భూమిలోకి వెళ్ళిపోతే బాగుండు, ఇలా ఆలోచనలు వెళ్తూ ఉన్నాయి. దెర్ ఆర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ థాట్స్ రోమింగ్ ఇన్ స్వామినాథన్స్ బ్రెయిన్. ఎట్ దట్ టైమ్ ఎ సడన్ బీట్ ఆన్ ద బ్యాక్ ఆఫ్ ద స్వామినాథన్ brought Swaminathan to the real world. ఇక్కడికి తీసుకొచ్చేసింది క్లాస్లోకి. Why did you keep away yesterday? Asked the headmaster, looking up. Hey, why are you absent yesterday? Asked the headmaster. The Swaminathan first impulse was to protest that he had never been absent, but the attendance register was there. No, no, I was stoned. I tried to come, but they took away my cap and burnt it. Many strong men held me down when I tried to come. When a great man is sent to Goel, I was surprised to see you a slave of the Englishman. Didn't they cut off Dhaka, muslin, slaves of slaves? These are some of the disjoint explanations which streamed into his head, and which, even at that moment, he was discreet enough not to express. He had wanted to mention a headache, but he found to his distress that others beside him had one. The headmaster shouted, won't you open your mouth? He brought the cane sharply down. So, Swaminathan want to say, no, no, sir, I'm not absent. But the register is saying he is absent. Then he tried to give answer very disjoint. ముందేమో నాకు ఒంట్లో బాగాలేదండి, నేను వద్దాం అనుకున్నాను కానీ నా క్యాప్ ఎవరో కాల్ చేశారు, నేను వస్తా ఉంటే సమ్వన్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గోయల్. గోయల్ మీన్స్ జైల్. అని ఏవేవో మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు. పోనీ ఐ సఫర్డ్ ఫ్రమ్ హెడేక్. నో నో నో, ముందెవరో హెడేక్ చెప్పారు కదా అని ఇన్ని రకాలుగా ఆలోచిస్తా హీ స్టామర్డ్, అర్థం పర్థం లేకుండా గొణగొణ గొణుగుతున్నాడు. వెంటనే హెడ్ మాస్టర్ ఏం చేశాడు, వోంట్ యూ ఓపెన్ యువర్ మౌత్, ఎరా నోరు తెరవా అని వీపు మీద ఒక్కడి కొట్టాడు విత్ కే. On Swaminathan's right shoulder, Swaminathan kept staring at the headmaster with tearful eyes, massaging with his left hand the spot where the cane was laid. I will kill you if you keep on staring without answering my question, cried the headmaster. So the headmaster gave a blow with his cane on the right shoulder of Swaminathan. This Swaminathan was staring at headmaster with tearful eyes. కళ్ళ నిండా నీళ్ళు వచ్చేసి అలా హెడ్ మాస్టర్ వైపు చూస్తూ ఉండేసరికి హెడ్ మాస్టర్ మళ్ళీ కోపం వచ్చి ఇంకోటి పీకాడు. ఏంటి నా మొహంగా చూస్తుంటావు, ఆన్సర్ చెప్పేంటి అని చెప్పి విసుక్కున్నాడు. మన స్వామినాథన్ ఏమో ఆ రైట్ హ్యాండ్ మీద లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్తో గట్టిగా రుద్దుకుంటా, నొప్పి వచ్చిన చోట రుద్దుకుంటా హెడ్ మాస్టర్ వెంకే చూస్తున్నాడు. ర్యాప్ మీన్స్ సివియర్ బ్లో విత్ ఏ కేన్, గట్టిగా బెత్తం పెట్టి కొడతాన్ని ర్యాప్ అంటారు. ఇంపల్స్ మీన్స్ ఏ సడన్ స్ట్రాంగ్ విష్, ఒక్కసారిగా కలిగే కోరికను ఏమంటామంటే ఇంపల్స్ అంటారు. గోయల్ మీన్స్ జైల్. నెక్స్ట్ డిస్జాయింటెడ్ మీన్స్ డిస్క్రైబ్డ్ ఇన్ ఏ క్లియర్ వే, అర్థం పర్థం లేకుండా మాట్లాడతానమాట. స్టేరింగ్ మీన్స్ లుకింగ్ ఎట్ సంథింగ్ ఫర్ ఏ లాంగ్ టైం, అలా నోరు తెసుకొని చూస్తూ ఉంటాం అనమాట, ఏమి ఆన్సర్లు చెప్పకుండా. మసాజింగ్ మీన్స్ రబ్బింగ్ అండ్ ప్రెస్సింగ్. వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ నెక్స్ట్? I could not come, stammered Swaminathan. Is that so? Asked the headmaster. Asked to call the peon. Swaminathan thought, what is going on to ask to trash me? If he does any such things, I will date. The peon came. The headmaster said to him, now say what you know about this rascal on the desk. I could not come, I could not come, stammered Swaminathan. Swaminathan ఇప్పటికీ కూడా స్టామర్డ్, స్పీకింగ్ వెరీ స్లోలీ వితౌట్ ఎనీ క్లారిటీ. హెడ్ మాస్టర్కి ఇంకా కోపం వచ్చి మళ్ళీ ఓడగొట్టాడు. కొట్టిన తర్వాత ప్యూన్ని రమ్మన్నాడు. స్వామినాథన్ వాజ్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్. ఇఫ్ ప్యూన్ స్టార్ట్స్ బీటింగ్ మీ, ఐ విల్ డై. ప్యూన్తో కొట్టిస్తాడేమో, ప్యూన్ కొడతాను మొదలు పెడితే నేను చచ్చూరుకుంటాను అనుకునేసరికి ప్యూన్ వచ్చాడు. దెన్ headmaster asked the peon, what do you know about this rascal and what he done yesterday? Asked the headmaster to the peon. Headmaster peon అడిగాడు, వీడి గురించి నీకేం తెలుసు, వాడు నిన్ను ఏం చేశాడు అంటే, the peon eyed Swaminathan with a sinister look, grunted and demanded, don't I see you break the panes? నిన్న నువ్వు కదూ పెయిన్స్ పగలగొట్టింది. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ పెయిన్స్? గ్లాసెస్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్కి ఉండే గ్లాసెస్ పగలగొట్టింది నువ్వు కదూ. ఆఫ్ ద వెంటిలేటర్స్ ఇన్ మై రూమ్, యాడెడ్ ద హెడ్ మాస్టర్ విత్ జస్ట్. సో వాట్ వాజ్ ద mischievous activity done by Swaminathan yesterday? He has broken the panes of the ventilators of the headmaster's room. So he is going to be punished. Okay, you can understand now how mischievous nonsense boy is Swaminathan. Here there was no chance of escape. అమ్మ వీళ్ళందరికీ తెలిసిపోయింది, ఇంకెట్లా తప్పుకుంటావు అనుకున్నాడు. Swaminathan kept staring foolishly till he received another whack on his back. అలా చూస్తూ ఉన్నాడు హెడ్ మాస్టర్ వైపు. హెడ్ మాస్టర్ కోపం మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకటి బీకాడు. వ్యాక్ మీన్స్ WHSK, వ్యాక్ మీన్స్ హిట్టింగ్ విగరస్లీ, టప 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 కొట్టేశాడు. ద హెడ్ మాస్టర్ డిమాండెడ్ దట్ యంగ్ బ్రిగాండ్ మీన్స్ ఎస్ ఏ మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ గ్యాంగ్ ఆఫ్ థీవ్స్, బందిపోటు దొంగల్లో ఒకటిలాగా ఉన్నాడు అనమాట మనకి స్వామినాథన్. హెడ్ మాస్టర్కి అలాగే అనిపిస్తాడు. ద హెడ్ మాస్టర్ డిమాండెడ్ వాట్ ద యంగ్ బ్రిగాండ్ హ్యాడ్ టు సే అబౌట్ ఇట్. The brigand had nothing to say. It was a fact that he had broken the panes. They had seen it. There was nothing more to do. He had unconsciously become defiant and did not care to deny the charges. So ఇక చెప్పుకుంటానికి ఏం లేదు, వీడు పగలగొట్టాడని అందరికీ తెలిసిపోయింది. ఇక ఎలాగోలా ఇక్కడి నుంచి పారిపోవటం చెయ్యాలి. ఎలాగా వాళ్ళు కొడతా ఉన్నారు, ఇడు కొట్టించుకుంటా ఉన్నాడు స్వామినాథన్. దే హ్యాడ్ సీన్ ఇట్. when another whack came on his back, కంటిన్యూస్గా కొడుతూనే ఉన్నారు. కొడుతూనే ఉండేసరికి హీ ఇజాక్యులేటెడ్, ఒక్కసారిగా కోపం వచ్చేసింది. డోంట్ బీట్ మీ సార్, ఇట్ పెయిన్స్, కొట్టమాకండి సార్, నొప్పుడుతుంది అని ఒక కసురుగా సార్. దిస్ వాజ్ అన్ ఇన్విటేషన్ టు ద హెడ్ మాస్టర్ టు బ్రింగ్ డౌన్ ద కేన్ 4 times అగైన్. ఎవరైనా టీచర్ని కొట్టొద్దంటూ ఊరుకుంటారా? అదేదో పెద్ద ఆహ్వానంలాగా హెడ్ మాస్టర్ టప 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 ఇంకో 4 బీకేట్రా. His sight, keep standing here on this desk, staring like an idiot till I announce your dismissal. You stand on the desk, I will dismiss you, said the headmaster. Every pore in the Swaminathan's body burned with the touch of a cane. He had a sudden flood of courage, the courage that comes after desperation. He restrained the tears that were threatening to rush out, jumped down, and grasping his books, rushed out, muttering, I don't care for your dirty school. సో ఒక్కసారిగా మనవాడికి ఒళ్ళంతా ధైర్యం వచ్చేస్తుంది. బికాజ్ వీడికి ఒంటి మీద ఉన్న ప్రతి రంధ్రం నుంచి నొప్పి పుడుతుంది. ఫోర్స్ మీన్స్ every part of the body is paining because of the wax thrushes of a headmaster. సో హీ గాట్ అ సడన్ ఫ్లడ్ ఆఫ్, వరదలా వచ్చేసిందంట వీడికి ధైర్యం. వచ్చేసి ఒక్కసారిగా పెద్దగా డస్క్ నుంచి దూకి వాడి బుక్స్ అన్ని ఇట్లా 2 చేతులతో తీసేసుకొని, నేను ఈ స్కూల్లో, ఈ డర్టీ స్కూల్లో చదవను పోండి, ఐ డోంట్ కేర్ ఫర్ యువర్ డర్టీ స్కూల్, మీ చెత్త స్కూల్లో నేను చదవను అని చెప్పేసి బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోయాడు. You can see here the boy is going out with his band. That is our hero Swaminathan, and the remaining children are standing on the desks. Here you can see Swaminathan is taking uh, punishment from the headmaster. And finally, Swaminathan is going out from the dirty school. Let us have a small look on about the author. This is an extract from Swami and his friends, which was written by R.K. Narayan. The full name of R.K. Narayan is Rasipuram Krishna Swami Iyer Narayana Swami. Was an Indian author whose works of fiction include a series of books about people and their interaction in an imagined town in India called Malgudi. As I said, R.K. Narayan's imaginary town is Malgudi, and in this Malgudi, there lived Swami, Rajam, that is Swami's friends, Rajam, etc., etc. And this is about R.K. Narayan's Swami Expelled from school. Hope you understood the lesson. Thank you.